Hello people, it's Richie T here. I am back from holiday and ready to roll. Thank you very much to Edward for taking care of everyone while I've been away. He's been diligently putting up our trading videos. So yeah, let's get started. Let's check out old Ethereum, see what she's up to. Cool. So I put this trade up this morning on Facebook Live. So if you haven't gone onto our Facebook page, do so, because that's where I put these live trades. So got Ethereum entry approaching, and that's exactly what it did, and that's where we are right now. So if you want to go back and look at that video and then come forward and look at this one, that's probably the ideal thing to do, because that's what we're currently in the middle of right now. Is got the management zone up here from the previous high. Did say that if price was going to hang around sort of this area here and sort of create a lower high, then we'll be in trouble and be looking at exit. However, it is not just yet. But if I put my cross here on that, price is sitting right on it, which is not much fun for us either. But, you know, we've got 3 minutes to go. Hopefully price just punches up and closes and stays above. If not, hopefully the next candle does. We are now outside of the Asian session, but as you can see down here, there's not much volume in it today. Usually we see a spike of, you know, these kind of levels throughout the trading session, but kind of didn't happen today. But the benefit is it's still bullish, which is great. We will keep a watchful eye on that and make sure that we're not stuck in a trade going in reverse. It's no biggie if we are. We'll just exit the trade, but we want to wait for the candle to always close, because, you know, in 10 seconds that candle can move, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50 pips. So yeah. We'll just sit tight and see what happens throughout the vid. Cool. Next up is Bitcoin Cash. So if I'm just going to scroll out. So we had this. Let me just pull this bad boy down. We had this long-term trend line coming down here, which is was broken. As you can see, where it got broken down here, price went up, came back down, hit it, and has gone on its merry way again. So that's where we are today on Bitcoin Cash. Now, one thing I'd like to point out, there we go. Let me scroll in so you can see what's going on a little bit clearer with the current status. One thing I'd like to point out is the double top. So you got a one there, which is great, but it still means a bullish, we're going in a bullish direction. We're looking for double bottoms, if anything, right now. But nevertheless, we've got a double top, so we draw an arrow from the top to the bottom of it, which I cloned and we put down here, which gave us our, you know, if you were going to trade that, you would be jumping out around now. And as you can see over here, price did react to that. It came down. It took a mighty long time to come down. It was like 2.5 days or so. Two days. Got a nice bull move here. It's nothing of significance though. That's not an entry point. We'd want to see these two candles here being bearish for that to be considered a bullish engulfing candle. But we're still looking. We're still looking at this to come up around this management zone. If it does come up to the top of this and break above, see, as you can see, I'll just scroll in here. That wick there is resting right where my crosshairs are. Want to see price come up and break above that, because that would mean from here, from this previous high to there, or wherever it is yet, to there, would mean it's a higher high. So that would mean that momentum has reversed and we are returning back to a bullish trend. There's not too much more to say about that. But yeah, I'm watching Bitcoin Cash quite a lot lately because, I mean, that was the one currency that has taken the biggest hit and it hasn't recovered. Where are we? I'm just going to pull the screen down a little bit more. There we go. So the level, the highest level was what was it? I think it was about 4,600 or something. Yeah, about 4,600. On the crash, it came down to 2,200. So that's that's over 50% that it lost, which is not a bad thing. We like those crashes because then we can buy them at a much cheaper rate, you know. That's exactly what happened with Bitcoin, which we'll move on to next. Nevertheless, it's still looking pretty good, and I still would like to think that Bitcoin Cash has a lot more room to move. If you do hold Bitcoin Cash, I would say hold it. If you are looking to get into it, let's just wait another couple of days or a day or so and just continue to monitor price action and look for a really good entry point to get back into this. Bitcoin. Cool. So, got some good news on Bitcoin. We are on an upward trend again. As you can see, long-term trend line came down. It's been broken right here by this bullish candle. We're in a consolidation period, but nevertheless, we have reached a higher high. So previous high here, current high there. Trajectory is going up, which means good news for us. What I've also done here is I've drawn the trend line in. As you can see, it's on the bottom wick down here of the previous low. It's come up. Let me see if I can scroll in there for you. My cursor always grabs for some reason. So got it on the wick down here. See these wicks are all touching. Come up here. They've penetrated. Nothing much happening. Price is just sitting along that point. You've actually got a really nice pin bar there. And then sort of price just breaks through. Now we're in that consolidation period here. So we're looking for price to break above that. If it does break above and close, then we're good to go. Let's start looking for new entries. If price does back down and break below, then we're just going to hold and sit tight. There's just a waiting game if that is to happen. One thing I would like to show you while I'm here is the management zones. Now that was the previous high of 20,000, around that point anyway. Then we come down here and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 areas where price reversed or consolidated around. So that's your second one, and then you've got this one, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these are all significant management zones. I wouldn't mind betting that once price gets up to a couple of these, it will reverse down before punching back up. That's what we use them for, is those point of return zones. So we're looking at price action around those points, as we were with Ethereum just then. You can see here, Ethereum did close above, snap. That's what we were on. And sorry, there's a lot of money riding on this trade. So yeah, that's exactly what we're looking for, is those pointer returns. So up here, we're looking at price action to reverse on out of there. If it does so and it looks significant, it's a significant bearish signal, then we do exit the trade, wait for it to retrace, hit another bottom, turn around, and we're looking for that signal to buy back in. And that's where the trading, being a trader, comes in for your profit. Because if you just buy down here and hold all the way up to 20,000, cool, you've made some money. That's the name of the game. But if you're buying as a trader down here, and price gets to here and returns and comes back down here, and you've got out here, you've got profit from there to there. I'm going to draw some lines here just so you can get exactly what I'm rabbiting on about. So hypothetically, of course, this is why trading makes more money than holding. Okay, so we go there to there, right? So price goes up there, and then it comes. Oh, let's just change. Let me just do this one more time, just so I don't have to redraw it. Right, there we go. Cool. So We'll spread these out so they make a little bit more sense. So this is the theory. It's not the theory. This is how it is. Price comes from here. Hypothetically, say we enter a trade here and we get up here and price action tells us to exit that trade because we've got bearish confirmation and it pulls back down to here. Okay, so we've exited here. That's trade 1. We've pulled back. Now, if you look at how far we've pulled back there on this particular trade, again, hypothetically, let's just say 40% of a retrace, okay? We've retraced 40%. Then the bulls kick in and they give us a signal to re-enter. We buy here and we trade up to this management zone. Again, we get bearish confirmation and it puts us back down here where we get bullish confirmation. And our bullish confirmation sends us up to the next management zone. So what we've picked up here is, say we've picked up 40% here, we've probably picked up another 30-40% there, and then we're probably going to pick up another 30-40% here. So we're already up nearly 100% more than if you purchased here and held all the way to there. It's just the name of the game. It's why you trade, you don't hold. Anyway, that's more on that a bit later. Ripple, as Edwards pointed out, is a fantastic asset right now. Some really nice moves coming off of this. What have we got here? That's a really sketchy trend line, but it is what it is. Let's have a quick look. So we've got a nice retracement there from the previous low to the high. We have come around just below the 50% mark, which is great. Looking for bullish evidence to re-enter that bad boy as well. Now the next two currencies I'm going to quickly go over are Power and NEM. And the reason why these are hold currencies versus trading currencies is because of this. There's two reasons. One, they're backed against Bitcoin, okay? And I did say today that we'll go into that on another video. That's the big reason, all right? These are hold currencies. You buy, you don't trade, you buy and you just hold on to them. They're going to do great things. But one of the main reasons for a trader is look at this chart. It's crap. There's no volatility there. It's just meandering all the way up and all the way down and all the way up. There's no signals. The same with NEM. Buy it, hold it, but you can't trade it. You can't trade this rubbish down here. Buy it, hold it. It's going to do great things. Now, that's not knocking Power and that's not knocking NEM because I do believe in them fully. And they are very profitable little coins. So the only thing that I am saying is trade the top four. Trade Litecoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum. You can even go so far as Ripple. You've got to have trading volume versus financial volume, which is a big difference. Anyway, if you are not following Twitter, I suggest you do so. This is where we put our trades. I just mentioned this one before about Bitcoin. On the Facebook page, I've been doing Facebook Live today, which has been great. I did a live video on Ethereum, as I mentioned earlier in the vid. So go back and watch that, and then come back and watch this video if you didn't at the beginning. Until Monday, I hope you all have a fantastic holiday, and we'll see you then. Have a good weekend. Ciao.
Hey guys, thanks for watching today's episode. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button below and also the notifications button so you don't miss out when the next episode comes out. Also follow us on the Facebook, get amongst the discussion over there, and also follow us on the Twitter. That's where Richie posts all of his badass trades you don't want to miss out. See you soon.